Hello fam, welcome back to the Inside Star Citizen Review. It is the season finale. How is everybody doing? Thanks for joining me live here. This will also be going to YouTube as well. I'm very excited about this one because it's gonna be about cargo decks. It's gonna be about the economy. It's everything that we love here on the channel, in this community. We're very industrial. We're very economic based, economic focused. What's up, Fox DY Killian? What's going on? Thank you for that subscription, that love. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? Hey, Apollo. Jay, what's going on, man? I'm very excited. It's my favorite time. It's my favorite time. It's a Thursday with the fam here. You know, some people got upset last week at we got super love. We sent super love last week, and I saw some of the comments on YouTube. They were like, "Oh, what's on this? This is the last time I ever watched this show with all these alerts and all this going on." You guys obviously don't understand the community, the love. Thank you so much for that, Fox. We take that love, we spread it around. It's an orgy, if you will. Yes, J-Dubs. We can handle it. Oh man, I can't wait to start. This was a funny comment down here. I actually thought this was hilarious. Thank you, Killian. Spreading the love. Deal with that. Deal with that, people. Deal with it. Deal with the love. I want them to feel it. I want them to truly to feel it. DG360 community. Are you rubbing your nipples? Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much. Board Gamer's comment was really hilarious. I laughed when I saw this. Board Gamer says, that man, he's referring to Jared, by the way. That man has a lot of hair. Like more hair than I have had collectively in my entire life. I am jelly. I thought that was great. I thought that was really funny, man. As a bald man, I too understand that. I too understand that pain. What's going on, Damon? What's going on, Hammer? All right, guys, we ready? First off, let me say this. Thank you, Fox. The economy and the elements of the economy and quantum and quanta being introduced, we've been talking about all week. It's super important. We talked about what needs to happen in order for the quantum to come online. We found out through the Ask the Chairman answer that network serving, server meshing is not a factor, is not important for quantum. We discussed why on that video. We also did it thoroughly in Discord in our community as well. But cargo decks is like initial steps toward a more robust economy. And with cargo decks, what we want to see is we want to have the ability to be almost like a registrar for economic activity almost. We want it to be able to handle as much of our assets, cargo, commodities as possible. We want to be able to store our commodities there, and we want to be able to trade those commodities with other traders. We want to have like easy functionality so that we can take the things that we own and then sell them and trade them with other people interested in those assets. It's really important that those features be added. That is not what we're going to get in the infancy in Cargo Decks 1.0. God bless you, Doc. But it's what we're looking forward to. I'm hearing some pretty nice stuff from Evocati regarding like a new place to go to in stations. They're having a decent time with cargo decks. I'm hearing, you know, the limited amount of missions, you know, this how it's being introduced now. But in the long run, in the long term, what we're looking for is the ability to store goods there and easy access to those goods and being able to trade them with other traders, with other people interested in those assets. That's pretty much it. For the most part, if they function like that, I think a lot of people invested into trading and the industrial and the economic side will be happy with cargo decks, and that is confirmation that they will. Thank you, Brixie. Thank you. Well, oh my goodness. We got some gifting going on. We got some serious gifting and some serious love right now. Oh my goodness. Thank you. And after this, we will begin. After this amazing train of love that has been started here, Doc gifting out numerous amounts of subscriptions to people so they understand the amazingness of the community, of the family, of the love. That's what we're about here. One of the best communities ever here on DG360. I want you guys to feel it. Hold on a second. Let me just drink this and enjoy and appreciate the love. What's up, Ryu? Welcome to the stream, dude. Melchior, welcome. Brixie, thanks for that. And Doc, thank you for that. Look at this. What's up, Koi Boy? How you doing, dude? Welcome back.
You're unbelievable.
The train of love. It's the train of love.
You're so unbelievable.
Choo-choo train.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Fox. Melchior says, I hate to be a spoiler, but don't get yourself hyped for this ISC. Oh, dude. Don't you dare spoil Melchior. I might get upset. This is season finale. Wants a little bit more information. I want a little bit more love towards the economy, Melchior. So maybe I will get upset. Maybe I will get upset if it's not enough. The faster cargo decks come online, the faster I can professionally rob people. I feel uncomfortable being lawful. Ryu, yarn it up. Welcome, Commander, to the family. Welcome, dude. What's up, Drake? All right, guys. Without further ado, it is time. Let us start the season finale of the Inside Star Citizen review.
The big achievement that we've done with this location, it's a great new addition for gameplay. It's just a whole new thing to experience in there can I just say, I'm really happy with this.
That's
so
kind of excitement I like.
Our focus on careers, we wanted to be able to create points of interest for the players to go to. With 3.11, we're taking our next step in realizing this, and that is the additions of cargo decks.
Beautiful.
In the past, we've had these big multidisciplinary kickoffs, but hey, for the cargo decks, this time it was different. This time we had a kickoff, but it was just with the art director and just with narrative, and we were able to focus on a bigger picture.
We discussed we want these to be port stations.
We knew that, we could do it very simply if we wanted to, with just sort of a console, but at the same time we kind of knew that we wanted to create a sort of unique cargo-focused experience for the player, which would involve a new environment, which is where we came up with the idea of having a sort of discrete, separate deck.
So these are major stations where all the cargo funnels into and then is distributed into other areas from there.
Some of the inspirations we've been looking at, obviously, we draw heavy inspiration from existing cargo infrastructure in the real world. And
it's looking real good inside.
Adding.
It's looking real good. I love the feels of the cargo deck. It's very industrial. The art and the design of them, very, very good. Very good. Thank you, Anarchy, and thank you, Doc. Thank you so much, guys.
The Star Citizen sci-fi shine to that.
Yeah, love it. Love it in the looks.
In a location like the cargo decks, audio has a very important role in conveying life, busyness, commotion. We work very, very closely with visuals. It's important. Visuals, we were kind of right there with them. You want to build off of what you're seeing, but in a lot of cases, you need to build off of what you can't see, what's unseen. Audio has a very important job to make you feel that there's life, even when there's none or not much.
So with 3.11, we've taken our first step in what our cargo decks will eventually be. The exterior of the space stations, we've added cargo storage areas so that
it's making me excited about what's to come,
From a silhouette perspective, what the the station is focusing on and doing.
If you fly close enough, you should see that they hold up pretty well to those cargo modules. And I would say that the cargo modules themselves on the exterior are super fun to fly through, and that was on purpose. So the player
Todd Pappy's office is constantly in flux, Jay.
And essentially they come out of an elevator into the cargo space. It's not a super huge space, the cargo deck, but it does give you that impression of a really,
like Brixie. I totally agree. Brixie says hopefully the cargo decks differ per station, so hopefully they give it a little bit more a unique flavor per station to station. So and maybe some might not even have them. That could also be a feature as well, Bricks, where some stations might not just have that ability. So then you have to ask yourself, are you then limited to certain stations and certain systems that you will want to go to, that a larger trading ship will want to go to? I think that would be a smart thing. Maybe not every orbital station or space station will have the ability to have the cargo decks.
Really large scale sort of warehouse and the work going on around you.
For us in audio, we achieve a sense of life with layers.
Quantum 1 Metro Baker Charlie says Delta 5 to shipping. Quantum 1 Metro Baker Charlie says Delta 5.
Wow.
Especially for cargo location, our initiative was to have a really good middle ground layer. The big thing we added this time was call-outs, these disembodied voices that that we would put, a verticality.
This guy's so excited about it. I love it.
We would put it up above a little bit and really make the space feel large.
Client waiting for unload. Client waiting for unload.
So you'll come out of the elevator and you'll enter
we need
into
like
a
that
sort of
audio
large
hammer
sort of
in the background, somebody
thoroughfare that we have
yelling
running through the center of the space. And then there'll also be this large warehouse area full of containers and the sort of hustle and bustle going on, and the tannoy announcements and things. So that's where the impression of the main sort of working space of the cargo deck is going to be. But the thing the player is really going to be interested in heading towards is the cargo shop, which will be
all right. Cloud Imperium, you guys listening to the fam here? I totally agree with the fam right now. Fam's on point. There should be like some added audio in the background, like, hey, put that down, or that's in the wrong spot, stuff like that, Yeah.
Sort of immediately visible as you come out of the elevator.
Couple Karens.
And going into the cargo shop. The cargo shop itself is another reasonably large shop, containing racks of like supplies and the sort of as if the supplies in the shop have been taken out of the larger containers from the warehouse outside, as if they're sort of breaking the contents of the containers down, ready for sort of distribution. But the shop also contains functionality for the player to sort of do their cargo related gameplay, which will involve like an admin desk for doing sort of cargo trading, but there's also a small supplies shop in the cargo shop
trading
that sort of gives the player access to sort of buy more sort of utilitarian or workman-like supplies as well.
Rental should include ships rented that are like freight oriented in nature. I don't know exactly what the top tier ship should be that you could rent. That would be interesting. Like having an area where you could like literally like rent a freight or trade type based ship.
I think the team did a great job in getting the look and feel right on the cargo decks, from the exterior and as well as interior. That's really our first step into it, and then as we go on, this allows us to build on the foundation for future patches, whether that be regarding missions and their tie into the corporations and you building reputation with them, or for basically side ventures if you're a mercenary or you're a pirate and you want to go and attack these haulers. And then this also allows us to start really working on our guild system and basically which would relate to perks or specific missions or gifts associated with that career that you've chosen. So I hope everybody
Yes, and in order to be part of a guild or have those special missions and rewards, like that, to get those special missions and rewards by being part of a guild, giving you like incentive to want to do missions through the cargo decks, through these guilds, giving you the extra bonuses and the rewards is an ingenious way to insert incentive for traders to do this, because naturally traders are just going to make their cash through commodities trading, and that's the juice. But if they want maybe a little bit extra, right, join a guild, get extra rewards, get extra boosts, perks, bonuses. That's smart. That's smart implementation. That's smart thinking. And I love that Todd's talking about this. Very, very cool that he's talking about this, because I've been wondering. Thank you, Apollo. I've been wondering to myself, like, what's the bonus? Like, what's the incentive to do these missions? Like, is there going to be an increase in the amount of reward after the fact that you're a commodities trader and you're trading these commodities, like a Jack Axton, for example, on YouTube, who's a trader, who I was talking to in Dual Universe the other night, by the way. What's up, Jack? I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he is an excellent trader, and he's playing a little bit more DU these days. But these are the things that he talks about, like commodities trading, or Ravier here from Galactic Logistics, who's watching right now. These people are like commodities traders, and they're finding the best routes, and that's the juice. That's how they make their cash. That's really the economic gameplay that most of us that like the economic gameplay are geared towards. So what is the incentive? Like, what is the added incentive to do missions, right? Well, now Todd's talking about it. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you guys so much for all the support, man. But yeah. We need backdoors for smugglers. That's great. That's a great comment.
He sees this as such an important milestone as
right,
I do.
Right. Cargo guilds will play a feature in that, Ryu.
On building out these decks and really fleshing out the universe.
These new cargo decks that set the stage for a multitude of improvements and additions to industrial occupations in Star Citizen's future are just one of the many new groundwork inclusions or feature iterations coming online in the upcoming Alpha 3.11. And as ISC takes its hiatus at the end of this quarter, we're going to take one more look at some of the things coming our way in the patch report. Let's get to it. In addition to the cargo decks we just learned about, there are a number of location-based improvements coming to the entirety of the Stanton system, with the repainting of all existing planets and moons using our updated library of geology assets, updated ground textures, and improved tessellation and displacement of scattered objects across their surfaces. Now, it may seem like a small touch, but these continuing improvements are a hallmark of Star Citizen's dedication towards iteration and the continuing evolution of its content and features. You'll also be able to travel to those updated locations in the new 100 series of spacecraft from Origin.
By the way, they knocked this one out of the park. We talked about this, was it last week or the week before last? I think it was the week before last on the Inside Star Citizen review. I did not give them any credit for this being a good looking design. When this initially came out, I was like, "Buh," like I don't love the 300. It looks like a banana, and I was like, okay, I just was going to scrap the 100. But the 100 looks amazing. It actually looks amazing. And the buttons inside, like, you already get more functionality out of the 100 than some of the other ships that are, this is how, with ship design, this is the way that it is. All the newer ships have all the features, that it has more building blocks, button tech inside, right? So, like, the other ones have to be updated with it now. In fact, we went over the patch report 3.11F, and we saw that the Herald is getting some love with some HUD, with some HUD building blocks right now. So Herald owners, rejoice. You are getting updated in 3.11 with that. But yeah, the 100 series, like, I really like the look. I really like the design, and the inside's very spacious. And for the price point, I think it's like $45. Pretty amazing. Cantor says, so no cargo deck gameplay? Right now, it's limited in missions right now, dude. And yeah, Cantor, like, I want more. When I get into 3.11, I'm gonna update you guys in the first wave, and I'm gonna be like, okay, here's what's going on directly with gameplay regarding cargo decks. so that we know exactly what's going on with the cargo decks. Is so far what I'm hearing from Evocati right now, it's just mission oriented, very limited missions. But anyway, 100.
Whether that's
good job,
the model of
designers
efficiency
on that.
100i with its dedication to style and comfort and fuel performance to match, the Heart of the Warrior 125A with its souped up weapons package that shows you don't have to sacrifice elegance for firepower, or the Life of the Party 135C with a deceptively increased cargo capacity that shows you've got more on the inside than others might expect.
They maximize the space.
Arriving a little later, but still in the Alpha 311 branch, is the Mercury Star Runner, designed to raise the bar on speed and efficiency while remaining a stalwart of reliability. This data-running, cargo-hauling, something about smuggling ship is scheduled to make its debut in the Star Citizen Persistent Universe in a subsequent 311X patch, and is poised to become a system-wide favorite if it isn't already.
All right.
The front-end experience for players when they launch Star Citizen has received a full conversion to building blocks, providing an improved reliability overall and several quality of life improvements. More importantly, this conversion creates a modular and sustainable platform that sets the stage for future iteration and improvement.
Which they said in the 3.11F patch they were having issues with. Like, if you guys watched that, we did this morning. I went over the 3.11F patch, like bugs that the issues they're having, and man, I tried to keep it calm, man. My head definitely was hurting. Like I was just looking at it like I felt something snap, like as if I got an aneurysm. So if you guys want to go see that, I think I have that highlight on the channel right now.
Improvement to come. In addition to the Bearing BR2 ballistic shotgun that looks to reward more precision-oriented players with improved effectiveness at greater distances, Alpha 311 is also seeing Star Citizen's first grenade launcher in the GP33, and it remains.
This could be a very bad thing for the verse. Like, it'll be fun for a couple seconds while you're firing it, but the noob tube could be one of the worst weapons ever in terms of your experience, because that thing's just gonna pop off like a mofo. Everybody's gonna have one equipped. Everybody's gonna feel its destructive force, and it'll be the first thing that people are going to scream about. There will be so many tears from the noob tube that eventually the amount of damage output from it will be reduced. I can almost guarantee you in subsequent patches that the noob tube will be nerfed. I can tell you right now with 100% clarity that the noob tube will be in fact nerfed.
Remains to be seen if this will become a weapon that kills as many of its wielders as it does its targets. And as it does in my unskilled hands.
I love it!
We've also got
but
3 new iterations from the actor feature team aimed at providing a more compelling and more visceral player experience. Like Force Reactions V2, where new twitches and knockdowns from direct and indirect forces will impact the player in new and exciting ways.
Features. They're going over features. They're going over what's in 311 right now. Yeah, they're using older footage, and they're just kind of saying, okay, here's what we talked about. If you've been a fan of the Inside Star Citizen review show, we've been talking about these different features. You can go see prior ones to look at what we talked about with force reactions, with the bearing shotgun, with weaponry. You know, you can go back through this series and you can listen to what the fam and I said about these features that are being added in 311. 311's a nice little quality of life upgrade as far as I'm concerned.
While the sustained forces from ship movement now transfer to the occupants within, with leans and, if you're not careful, potentially devastating knockdowns of their own. There's also the refactoring of our new throw and item handling system that provides an augmented reality visualization to help players hit their targets, streamlines the switch between overhand.
We talked about this too, and I'm still not sure about the arc being in the game. I'm still not sure about the throw arc being the way to go. I don't know what you guys say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, I'm much more of like a kind of like immersive kind of like do-it-yourself without the arc type throw on this type of FPS action. Much more of like an Arma type dude than I am like the arc that shows up on what I want to say, like an Apex Legends. You know what I mean? So I'm still kind of, you know, as long as they fix the physics, I think I'll be okay with the arc. If they fix the physics so the grenades don't bounce around like a basketball, I think I'll be okay. Just still not sure about the arc.
Overhand and underhand tosses, and adds a carryable state to usables like grenades and medpens. Let's not forget the new building blocks grid interface for player inventory that separates the storage between backpack, chest, and pants, and the ability to transfer between them while adding new functionality that allows players to access inventories external to the player, like the...
Believe it or not, I'm more happy about this than anything I've seen coming to a theater soon. Like, I'm more happy about the ability to have like simplicity and design when it comes to swapping out like cargo from different containers and having the ability to access different containers locally. Like this makes me very excited. More excited than the nude tube, more excited than the bearing shotgun, more excited than not cargo decks. Cargo decks is at the top of the list. Then this. Actually, this might beat out cargo decks.
The one at the back of the Grey Cat Rock, and more in the future. There's also new improvements to the prison system coming online in Alpha 3.11. Now, we hope you don't have to go, but just in case you do, the new commissary vending machines will allow players to buy things like food, water, O2, medpens, and more to help with your stay, while additional options for those who maybe want to leave a bit earlier have been added that, well, we're not going to spoil here. Additionally, there are a wealth of improvements to the law system and the upcoming removal of green zones around space stations that are simply too numerous and detailed to go into here. So be sure you check out the...
God bless him. God bless him for inserting danger into space. One thing that I have to give major props to Cloud Imperium and the designers for is they don't shy away from danger. They just don't shy away from it. I absolutely love that. They're not pussies. They're not Care Bears. They understand that danger is, in fact, an element required for space. Thank God. Thank God.
The dedicated post on Spectrum for all the relevant details. So what did we learn this quarter? Well, we learned that brands can be used to help refine gameplay balance decisions. That the Grey Cat Rock, Asperia Talon, and 100 series bring new functionality and style to planetside and spacefaring activities alike. That gameplay story is dedicated to keeping players inside the action whenever possible. That having gas is a good thing when it comes to spacescaping. And that when the contents are under pressure, explosions can be used to tell a story. That rebuilding the front end today means improvements and new functionality for players tomorrow. That game dev is an ever-evolving process with continuing iterations to throw, force reactions, inventory, weapons, and more.
And we also learned from Snow Fox that Pico is indestructible. And he did this through testing out various, all FPS weapons of mass destruction on Pico, and Pico was unperturbed. He was not even damaged. There was not even a blemish on Pico. And we learned that if we skinned a Pico, we could actually apply the skin of a Pico onto our ships and then thus be indestructible. That is what we also learned. So I am starting the hashtag Skin Pico movement. Can somebody put that down in the chat? Skin Pico. Because we can find a way to maximize... I saw Snow Fox's comments in our Discord last night, and I was thinking to myself, like, there we go. Hashtag Skin Pico. That's how we end it. That's how we need to end this season finale. I'm very sad. I always get sad on the season finales, but we have learned that we need to start the hashtag Skin Pico movement, because the skin of a Pico is indestructible. And I literally want to apply it to the outside of my ship. Various like Pico skin patches, if you will, on every Drake ship would be wonderful. It's like out of Firefly. What were they called from Firefly? Oh my god. What were they called? I forget it. Jesus. Yeah, it's like Reavers. Right. We will be Reavers. We will be an organization of Reavers who take skin of the Pico and patch it onto our ship. Thank you, thank you, Doug. I don't know where that came from. That's terrible. That's terrible.
And that cargo decks are the next major step in a journey that will bring with it a robust and rewarding gameplay experience to those of a more industrial persuasion. And that's not even counting all the sprint reports. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you next month.
You know what have been good on this episode? I mean, it was okay. It was okay. Thank you, Hammer. God bless you, man. You guys are amazing. Thanks for all the love and the support. You know, for the people that were like all whining on the YouTube video. Hammer, yes, dude, you got me, man. Thank you, Killian. Thank you. Oh my God, for the people that were whining and upset about all the love on the last episode, go suck a lemon. You know, get out of the community if you guys are going to get upset about it. This is the love of the community. And you know what, guys? I had a wonderful time with you guys tonight. We'll be back. Don't worry. You know, we still stream here, even though, you know, Inside Star Citizen Review is going to, you know, take a small hiatus while Cloud Imperium does. We still stream in the morning, usually every Thursday morning, and sometimes other mornings on DG in the morning. We talk about a lot of different things. Please join us. Thank you, everybody, for your support and your love. I appreciate it very, very much. And I know many others in this community do as well. We're growing. We're having a giveaway, a twin pack Talon giveaway. Go to my channel, see how you can get involved in it. It also, one of the ships is a Shrike version Talon, which is awesome. Brought to us by blah. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get you the name of it. Let's see here. Where are they at? Invictus Praetorian. So I want to thank Invictus Praetorian for offering us that package. You know, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's like a $200 and some odd giveaway. So God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Anyhow, go to the YouTube channel and you can find out. Hopefully I can stream tomorrow morning with you guys. I had a blast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And I will see you on the next vid or stream, guys. Awesome time tonight. Thanks for all the love and the support. I'll see you soon.